What is the ideal amount of food for a cat? Cats have a habit of eating small amounts of food several times a day. The amount of food a cat should eat daily makes all the difference to their health. Contrary to popular belief, it's not enough to simply fill their bowl whenever they ask. After all, felines are prone to problems like obesity, diabetes, and kidney disease when they eat more than necessary. On the other hand, offering less than their body needs can also cause weakness and nutrient deficiencies. In fact, a cat's diet should take into account factors such as age, weight, activity level, whether they are neutered or not, and even specific health conditions. Based on these points, it's possible to define not only how much food to offer daily, but also whether it's worth including other complementary foods. With that in mind, we've gathered some basic guidelines here to help you find the perfect balance for your kitty's nutrition. How many times is it normal for a cat to eat per day? Cats, by nature, have the habit of eating several times a day. Unlike dogs, who usually have 2 or 3 larger meals, felines prefer to ingest small portions more frequently. On average, a healthy adult cat eats 3 to 5 times a day. Kittens and more active cats can eat up to 5 times a day, always in small quantities. Cats have a habit of eating small amounts of food several times a day. On the other hand, cats with some health problems need adjustments in their feeding routine, both in quantity and frequency of meals. Cats with kidney disease, for example, may have less appetite, so offering small portions more than 5 times a day helps stimulate food intake. Therefore, in specific situations, the veterinarian may recommend more meals throughout the day, always adapting to the cat's clinical condition. Here, it is also important to note that a cat that shows excessive appetite or is always asking for food even after eating deserves attention. This is because this behavior can be related to some health problems, such as worms, hyperthyroidism, diabetes, or even anxiety. In these cases, it's not enough to simply increase the amount of food. The ideal is to take the pet to the veterinarian to investigate the cause and ensure they receive appropriate treatment. A cat that has excessive appetite or asks for food all the time may have a health problem. This is a practical question many owners have, as it helps plan monthly purchases. Generally, an adult cat weighing 4 to 5 kilograms consumes between 50 and 70 grams of dry food per day. This means that 1 kilogram of cat food can last from 14 to 20 days, depending on the cat's size and activity level. It's worth remembering that neutered cats usually have a slower metabolism, so they may need less food to maintain their ideal weight. For these felines, it is also recommended to offer specific food for neutered cats, as it has a calorie and nutrient content more appropriate for their needs. In any case, if owners have doubts about the amount of food a cat should eat per day, it is always important to consult a veterinarian to receive the correct indication for their pet's needs. In addition, most cat food brands provide daily gram recommendations on the package, which can be divided into several portions throughout the day. This way, the owner ensures that the pet's bowl is not empty and also avoids overfeeding. Dry food is the most complete food for felines, as it contains all the essential nutrients for their needs. But from time to time, it is possible to vary the menu with tasty, cat-approved foods that please pets' palates and also strengthen the bond with the owner. Among the most common options are cooked unsalted meat, chicken, fish, lean beef, cooked eggs, some fruits like watermelon and strawberries, and specific cat treats. Never offer foods with onion or garlic, chocolate, coffee, milk, and bones, as they can cause serious health problems in cats. Absolutely, wet food sachet is a great addition to feline diets. This is because it is highly palatable, cats love it, and also helps with hydration, as it has a high water content, and this is particularly positive, as felines tend to drink little water throughout the day. For elderly cats or those with kidney problems, wet food can be even more beneficial. It's just important to keep an eye on the quantity, as wet food has more moisture and fewer calories than dry food, which may require an adjustment in the diet. Therefore, the ideal is to offer wet food as a complement to dry food, and not as a daily substitute, always respecting the animal's particularities. Finding the perfect balance in your cat's diet is key to their long-term health and happiness. By understanding their natural eating habits, considering their individual needs, and consulting your veterinarian, you can ensure your furry friend receives the best nutrition possible. A healthy cat is a happy cat. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a like. And for more essential tips and heartwarming content about your beloved pets, subscribe to Paws Paradise and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thank you for watching.